Well, welcome back everyone. James here of J-Man Travels. Today, Jason and I are flying Condor for the first time. We are headed out of Miami over to Frankfurt.
Yep.
Should be about 8.5 hour flight, it says.
Yep.
We were supposed to leave at 7, but we're currently delayed till 9 because our plane doesn't even get here till 7. So we're also a little bit late, but it works out when the plane's late because now we actually have time to relax. So we're going to go ahead and check in a minute. And we have a lot of bags because we're going skiing. And he's giving some people some flack about their bags. Well, hopefully you get 2 bags. We'll find out in a second. And then it should be fine.
Should be.
And then
and in the business class check-in, he's like really show them.
Yeah.
He's like going through it with them right now. Like he's like
so we'll see.
Miami check-in is always atrocious. And also we try to check in on the app, but his passport information is incorrect and we can't edit it.
So yeah, passport information stored somehow. We don't really know why, but
That's incorrect. So
anyway,
I don't feel like check-in will go very well. But
we'll see.
More a reflection of Miami Airport if it doesn't.
Yeah, because it's all contract anyway, so let's head to check-in. Hopefully it's all right, and then we'll get to the lounge. Here's a Turkish lounge, so it's not a Condor-operated lounge, which I've already been this one with priority pass. It's not the best, but anyway, let's get to check-in, and I think it'll be all right. I won't stress too much. Let's do it. In case everyone wants to see how much stuff we have bags, sweatshirt, suitcases, and green bags, and I almost fell.
Let's go.
Enough to ski. All right, we're going, he says.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
You're traveling to Frankfurt?
Frankfurt, yeah.
Okay, let me put the tag of your luggage.
Okay.
There we go.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Welcome, guys.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice flight.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You.
Thank you. You're welcome. Bye-bye. Trash right there.
You were so worried, but he was so nice.
It was so nice.
He was very nice.
It was very nice. We
Right.
did get 2 bags each to check in.
Yeah.
But he was like, no more, right? Like, no more.
I think because in our ticket it says no overhead bin space. I think they might have deleted the middle bins on the A330 that we're using today. So maybe that's the issue. So,
They're really limiting people, right?
I mean, maybe they're just telling them they wanted to check the bag for free, but they wouldn't, comply. Anyway, we got all our stuff.
Got it.
And through security should be quick. And
We're gonna go to the Turkish
lounge.
lounge.
Let's go. Just got to security and I see they have clear here. So let's see if clear is actually faster. Because I think the last 5 times it hasn't been, except Orlando. Orlando's always the worst. Let's see if clear is faster here at Terminal E. Looks like it. Because pre-check looks screwed up. Look at all those people. The clear line was shorter, but they took 4 regular people or 4 pre-check people to 1 clear person. So because of that, it wasn't faster. But anyway, it took more than 2 minutes. No more than 2 minutes. It's fine. We're gonna make sure we got everything real quick, and we're gonna head to the Turkish lounge. Have you saved the boarding passes? She wouldn't give you a bowl, so you had to put them in the bag.
They just put them in your backpack and you just grab it and go. I said, okay. It is also a priority pass lounge, so
So I've been here before.
expectations are low. There's a long line to get in.
So what are we gonna do?
We're gonna probably go to Centurion Lounge. We're probably gonna go to Centurion Lounge.
Because they're already ready.
It's like a 20-minute walk across the airport, but we have enough time now.
Legs and lines.
Thank you.
Thank you. La familia, caballero, la familia, la familia.
Okay, so it's a different section than priority pass gets. So we're gonna check out what this looks like, but still probably leave. This is a mess.
Oh, there's the bathrooms.
What do you say?
Let's go.
Well, that was a quick in and out.
In and out.
I mean, we kind of knew when we saw the line, it's going to be messy. Now, to be fair, on Priority Pass, you do get like a separate side. But actually, the food looks better on the other side of Priority Pass. You at least have options. That had like one little terrible sandwich, which was like soggy and gross, and that was it.
Yeah.
It was really terrible. So,
It's very bad.
can make the trek over to Centurion and then go chill out over there.
Yeah.
Also, Qatar uses that lounge. Like, can you imagine? I guess, like, I don't know. Even Turkish, the fact that Turkish themselves use that lounge, we got it this way. It's terrible. Like, these airlines have really good lounges of their own, like Qatar and Turkish, and they have this horrible setup in Miami. So, if you had some other
It
lounge,
might be the
definitely
worst
worth
lounge I've ever been to.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
is.
exaggerating.
Yeah, it is. So, anyway, we're on to a different
I'm
lounge.
gonna go to Centurion now.
Get some real. Because I also haven't eaten today, actually, at all.
Oh, really?
I haven't eaten at all, so I need some real food, not just that. All right, let's go. Don't live life without it. One day.
I welcome variety. Thank you. Technical difficulty, guys.
No problem.
You see? Okay. I fixed it. Okay. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Has to work. Hi, welcome. Hi, variety.
Look, right by the window.
So much.
All right. So, as with every lounge in the U.S., there's of course lines for food and stuff, but so we don't want to film it there. But I'll show you what we got. A little bit of everything. There's some chicken. They have rice. They've got Parmesan cheese, which apparently I love. And they also have this like shrimp salad. It's cold shrimp salad, some wraps. And what kind of soup is that?
Butternut squash.
Butternut squash. Yeah.
It's really good.
So, check it out.
So much better than that.
Yeah, Turkish is terrible. So Condor Lounge so far in Miami doesn't exist. So we're gonna have some food and hang out for about an hour and a half. Yeah. All right, well, it's been about an hour. Had a couple glasses of wine and some good food, which has basically been breakfast for me because I haven't eaten yet. But we're gonna head out of the lounge and we are gonna go catch this flight. Get a nice 30-minute walk. Have a good. Thank you. That was a bartender. She was nice. And yeah, we're gonna catch this flight hopefully. So let's go.
The lounge? I don't know.
It's been 17 minutes, I think.
17-ish.
7:30 we left, yeah. 17, 18 minutes, yeah, and we're going up the escalator. Should be catching the train now.
Hopefully.
It's a hard life going to a nice lounge, isn't it?
So hard, but it's good. I worked off some of those shrimp.
Yeah, there's a lot of good shrimp there.
Good food.
But yeah, I guess Turkish is more convenient. The lounge is bad.
sure. Oh, wait, it's
It's
here.
almost better to just go. What should we run? Hold on. The train's here. But it's almost better to just like go buy food than eat Turkish lounge. Turkish lounge is bad in Miami, so skip it in Miami if you're here. He says go. All right, hold on. All right, well we made it. 20-minute walk.
People are queued up.
Oh yeah, everyone's all lined up. We thought we'd be late. The problem is like even the Condor app doesn't tell you when we're departing. Actually, the Condor app says you're on time, which we're absolutely not. So we still don't really know what's going off with the signs say. So we decided to show up a bit early and hang out and hopefully figure out, trying to find our flight now, hopefully figure out when we're supposed to actually be boarding.
People are queuing for group 1.
Yes, sir. As he says, as the good Germans do, they all line up in line.
Germans love a good queue.
Don't know when we're leaving, but we're in line.
I don't even think boarding is soon. Like I really don't.
Boarding all group on flight 1701 to LaGuardia, all group. So group, you guys can time and go on board. Boarding all groups.
It's a mosh pit to your airplane. Worst boarding process of my life. Like it literally said zone 1. Everyone pushed forward. We started turning people away. We literally had to like push our way and shout, group 1, no, move. That's ridiculous. It's like a third world country. Wild. But you know what? You can blame it to Miami or something. I'm just hoping. Get on board, give us champagne. Make it better. Yeah. to say the seat is absolutely gorgeous. Looks really, really nice. It's a mess, absolute mess at boarding. But the problem was, a flight next to us was boarding, and they were calling groups 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everyone just ran to the front, even though we were not even started boarding yet, because they weren't hearing boarding group 1 before flight to LaGuardia, boarding group 2 for flight to LaGuardia. No one heard it. They just ran. It was ridiculous. But now on the plane though, the seat's really nice, looks really nice, and just have to take a deep breath. Literally, like, everyone's just standing there in group 5 at the front of the line. You have to like push your way through. It's ridiculous. Don't be that person. If you're group 5, wait in the back. It's just not where it belongs. Anyway, now we're on the board. Actually, I'm actually really excited now. So things looking up for sure. So if you look over here, we got our seat controls down by the side. Plenty of power outlets because my phone's actually about to die. Got looks like your remote for your TV. TV looks huge. Nice footwell. I mean, yeah, it's a great seat. Looks really, really nice. And nice mood lighting. The other thing I would say was it's kind of confusing because they weren't allowing hand luggage, so you couldn't bring like carry-on bags. But there is also an overhead bin because it's still an A330. So you see right there. So I don't know why they weren't allowing carry-on bags and only personal items, but for whatever reason, that's what they chose to do. But there is still bags or bins in the overhead, in the middle. Unlike the A350, a lot of people on the A350 opted to do no bins in the middle, but anyway, luckily we just checked it all. It was fine, so yeah, looks nice. Hopefully we get our pre-departure beverage through, and we can settle in. Alright, well, when I went to the bathroom a minute ago, which I'll show you later, they're quite small, but they did serve pre-departure beverage in a Condor branded glass, so cheers to that. I said, it's champagne? She said, no, just sparkling wine, but still. It's always good to have pre-departure beverage, so cheers to that. It's actually not bad. Actually, I like it a lot. It's pretty good. Better than what they give you on a US carrier, that's for sure. It's also interesting, I think most people are speaking German, but I'm like the one guy left out who just speaks German, but they'll figure it out, I think. They've all been really nice so far, so no complaints all about the crew. And of course, pre-departure beverage, so cheers to that. Oh, and one other thing I should mention is that this seat, it feels like there's so much stuff, and it's been a long time since it's been a carrier that has like this much stuff, but like, if you look down here, obviously that's my baggage there. But you have bedding, you have a pillow, you have more bedding, I have flip-flops, sandals, whatever you want to call them. Then over here, we have some pencils that they gave us, and then we have the menu, and then we have 2 amenity boxes, and one's Fly Good, and one says pharmacy box, I'm not sure what that is, and headphones, and water. So, definitely still a lot of stuff. A lot of airlines are cutting back. Like even Singapore doesn't even give a amenity kit unless you ask for it, so it's kind of nice to have a lot of stuff again, and stuff to help make your flight better, so. Crew's been lovely, everyone's boarded, and pre-departure beverages are gone. We're all tucked up, waiting for the final bags, and we should be gone soon. Hopefully. I'm looking forward to it. It should be good. Boarding's a disaster, but if you've ever flown anywhere in Europe, it's not a country, but trust me, anywhere in Europe, boarding is a disaster. Once you get past that, so far everything on the plane's been wonderful, so yeah, hopefully we're on our way soon.
Voller Aufmerksamkeit, während wir Sie mit den Sicherheitsvorkehrungen dieses Flugzeuges vertraut machen.
So, apparently we went for a bit of a mechanical delay, and I looked at the screen and it says this, which translates to, we hope to welcome you back on board soon. Does that mean the flight's over? Captain said that it's just going to be a paperwork issue, but IFE says bye-bye. So we'll find out what that means for us here in a minute.
Kleine Missverständnis hier wurde geklärt. Wir sind jetzt fertig zum Loslegen. Die Türen gehen zu und dann geht's gleich los. Vielen Dank. Ladies and gentlemen, your captain once again. So everything is clear now and we are good to go. So we will leave the parking position within the next minutes. The doors are closing right now. Thank you very much for your time.
It's way over there. So of course first no idea what he's saying, but I looked over. Jace is on the other side. We both like the windows. He's on the other side, he said. So it's always good news.
Cabin crew outdoors.
Hi, sorry, English.
The main course for you?
Yes. Can I do? I think it was the beef selection.
The beef?
Yes, that'd be great. The beef.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was nice and fresh. Doesn't have any scent to it, but it is nice to always have a warm towel to start. And then also earlier, they came around with some nuts, which I spilled, I guess. So also, after takeoff, they came around with some warm nuts. It took about 30-45 minutes to get out of the turbulence, so they came around with some nuts. They're not warm, actually. I think I might have said warm. They're not warm, though, but still good. They're a little bit sweet, so nice little touch. Have some snack while they prepare the rest of the meal. Yep. So one thing I really, really like, actually, is their tray table. So first off, of course, button up there pops it out, and then it slides all the way down. So it comes all the way to you. You can't get out. Oh, you want to get out during meal service? Just slide it right up. Plenty of space. So it's very sturdy. It's very nice. Sometimes it's very flimsy. But no, this is actually a really nice little tray table. So I hear them coming around now with some food and snacks. So hopefully, and some drinks. So hopefully we'll get that started here. And I think it's been, let's see, it's 11:25. We left the lounge at 7:30. It's been 4 hours since we left the lounge. It's crazy. That's good. A little bit more delayed on the departure means you get a little bit more sleep because now we're leaving a little bit later. At least our bodies think it's a little bit later, or it is actually. We don't think. See, delusional. It's late. Anyway, it's nice leaving a little bit later. We'll be ready to get some rest in, and a couple hours for the meal, and should be a good time. So actually, I like this later departure a little bit more. You just don't enjoy 4 hours since being in the lounge. It's kind of crazy, but should be ready here in a second. Okay, so while we're waiting, I decided to look at the menu, and the drink list is not as big as what I'm used to as when you go on, like, I guess a bigger carrier. They have two types of champagne. They have a French champagne. They also have a German Rosé Brut. And then for white wine, they have a Sauvignon Blanc and a German white wine called a Grauburgunder, something like that. No idea. Anyway, then for red wine, they only have a Malbec and a Pinotage, which apparently is from South Africa. Apparently very common there, but I've never had it before, never tried it before. Very interesting. And then for the spirits, they have Campari, Bombay, gin, Bacardi rum, Smirnoff vodka. Not my first choice of vodka, I guess. It's just interesting choice. Anyway, Johnny Walker Black, a VSOP cognac, Bailey's Irish cream. That's about it. They have some like beers and wines, or they have some beers as well. But that's really about it. It's not really the most extensive menu. In fact, I was kind of thinking about sticking to wine, but I might stick to spirits. Oh, I should mention they do have actually a Condopolitan, which I can show you what that looks like. Apparently comes from a red and white bottle that looks like the outside of the airplane. So it's like Cosmo, vodka, lychee, lime, cranberry, a touch of magic and elegance. It says magic and elegance. Definitely have to give that a shot. So yeah, I think when they get back here, I'll give that a shot. I almost forget. I think usually when I book business, I'm usually more towards the middle or the front. And I kind of enjoy that because you get to pick first, get drinks first. I forget when you're in the back, you don't always get, you have to wait a minute, I guess, which is fun. We booked this like 6 months ago, and also we split up. Usually we do like the same aisle, but like 2 seats apart, because in Condor's case, there's one seat is by the window, and the seat in front of me is actually away from the window. It's more in the aisle. So usually we'll do like 1 seat by the window, skip a seat, and then Jace will be 2 rows in front of me. We didn't do it this time. Probably because there's nothing else booked up except for these back two towards the window. But, because yeah, I usually like to be more towards the middle. But if you like to take a nap after takeoff, the last row is definitely good because no one bothers you for a little while. And if you want to be served right away and get to sleep, stick more to the front. But I will say, in this case, Jace wanted the shrimp and I wanted the beef, and there's also a pasta. But they said all options were available by the time they got to row 8, which is nice because sometimes by the time you get to the last row, a lot of the options are gone. It might only have 1 or 2. Even on Qatar in first class, they ran out of options, and there was only 3 or 4 of us in the whole cabin, so out of 6 seats. But at least here, by the time we got the last row, either everyone's picked a good variety or they've stacked enough or whatever. But in our case, at least, we had enough options, even though they got to the last row. So anyway. Oh, I've got 2 rows to go, and then they'll be here for drinks and an appetizer maybe, so we're almost there. Hey, can I get the Condor Politan? Yeah, sure. Thank you. That's the only thing. I keep hitting the light because it's right by my arm, so I look over all the time. It's like, it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. Constantly pushing the light button, I guess. What are you going to do? Awesome, thank you. Let's try Condor Business.
Welchen Rotwein möchten Sie denn? Wollen Sie beide mal probieren? Ja.
It's good, I like it. And it's not too sweet, which is nice. Yeah, it's very good. It's a bit, yeah. I think some people think it'd be a bit bitter, but I like drinks that are too sweet, so I think it's delicious. Okay, you will not believe the starters come out and it looks so good. Like, this puts Lufthansa to shame. Let's take a look at this. We have our like seared tuna on the right. We have some beef cuts and some burrata. We've got cheese. We've got a salad. We've got a warm pretzel. They have like 3 or 4 different bread options, but of course, we're on Lufthansa. No, we're not. Of course, we're on a German airline. You have to go for the pretzel, not Lufthansa. My gosh. The food on Lufthansa looked nowhere near as good as this, so I'm really curious to see how this stands up flavor-wise, but I can already tell presentation-wise this is 1,000 times better. This looks so good. Alright, let's give it a shot. Let's go for the tuna. I love a good tuna, seared tuna. It's good. It's got some good flavor to it too. A little bit of spice here. Like very, very little. Just enough to give you be like, okay, this is flavor, this is good. I can't eat all that at once. I gotta say, so far, this meal is already coming on like, well, let me say my top 10. This beats British Airways and Iberia for sure. By a long shot. I'll get a knife. Beats them up by a long shot for sure. Oh. Did you hear that? The pretzel's a bit toasty. Okay, so the main has arrived. I got the beef main. It smells pretty good. I'm going to show you what it looks like real quick. So the tray I was eating off of before is gone. They brought a new little plate down. They also brought more silverware, which is important. I think doing some cruises recently, and on these cruises you don't always get fresh silverware for every meal, or every course I should say. So even on Condor you get a fresh set of silverware. So let me go ahead and cut this up and I'll let you know how it is. Check it out. It's good, yeah. Seasoned well. It's got a good flavor to it. Like I said earlier, it wasn't too tough to cut, not too tough to eat. Overall, it's a pretty good beef steak. Or beef, I should say. It's not really technically steak, but it's still good.
Did you take anything else to drink?
Can I just do another of the Cosmo?
I don't think that we. I think it's
worries. Can I do a cognac
Yeah, sure.
with ice?
With ice?
That'd be great. Thank you very much. Well, I don't think I ran them out. I think they have their order of service, certain drinks, certain times. I guess cognac maybe isn't appropriate for this time, but I still like a good cognac on ice for a steak. So she's going to give me that, and she'll be back. Yeah. So it'll also happen to me on like KLM, Air France, where like I think they have a different flow of service. What I mean by that is like certain drinks go with certain parts of the meal that I guess I'm not privy to, or I don't know what their order is. But yeah, I guess maybe I should learn the appropriate European way. And I already know, trust me, Europe is not a country, I get it, but everyone in Europe seems to be out of flow. But of course, she's very nice, and she was able to give me some cognac, so choose that, and then we'll give it a try. It's very good, yep. Ooh, it looks like Jay's just he got the shrimp over there. Oh boy. So maybe I'll have to send you guys over there with him, go check in and see how the shrimp is. We've made it with Jace for the mid-flight review. He's got his shrimpies, and he's ready to eat.
Ready to eat.
How's it been so far?
It's been really good. Yeah, the appetizer's really good.
I know, you have such a grumpy face, but I'm like, it looks really good.
Oh, well, yeah, I had a grumpy face because we had some turbulence, and he didn't look over me and give me a thumbs up. I was like, you were like,
all right, well, have your shrimpy. Have your shrimpy, let's see.
Also, it's really hard work being 8K, last person, to get anything.
Yeah, I was saying that because, like, sometimes I was first. It's weird how they, like, do the service. There's only also one group of people doing service, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, there's not usually, it's usually one per aisle, but it's just one total.
They only have 2 flight attendants dedicated for business. Which
Yeah,
is,
I saw that. It's really weird.
Not very many. The appetizers were really, really good. I got a Condor Politan to start, which was really good. And then I switched for this rosé champagne.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
How do you pronounce it? I was trying to pronounce it earlier. I had no idea how to say it.
I said, this one, please.
But you're supposed to speak German. You
I
should
did.
know.
I said, kann ich das haben, bitte? I was pointing.
Can I have this one? Is what we said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she keeps saying, here you go. What do you want? I'm like, girl. It was all because I put my blanket up there to start, and they took it away. And they went to the front, and I was like, because I asked for a blanket in German, and they said, do you not get one? And then I was like, I put up there, but in German, like really broken. I was like, I put up there, it gone. She was like, I'll bring you another one. I'm like, okay.
I think it means he has to do his Duolingo lessons a little bit more.
I'm trying that out.
All right, get on your ship. Let me know how that is. Because, you know, the side angle is the most flattering view of him eating.
It's good.
Is it good?
The rice is really good. The sauce is really good. The broccoli's nice. The shrimp weren't super flavorful, but I don't expect them to be. Yeah. Everything else complements it well.
That's nice.
I'm impressed.
I was saying earlier, like, the food puts Lufthansa to shame, doesn't it?
It really does. And even though it's just because there's only 2 people, the service has been a bit slow.
Yeah.
Or maybe because I'm the last person, I don't know.
Yeah, I think combination, yeah.
Yeah. But the food's really good.
Yeah, compared to Lufthansa, it's so much better.
I mean, they're doing the whole service. Like, they did a round of drinks first.
Yeah.
And then meals. It's taking a while, but...
Yeah, I mean, they're doing full service, yeah. I'm just taking a minute. It's only 2 of them, yeah. All right, that's good. That's good. All right. That is the mid-Jace. I know, for real, before this time.
Hopefully. I have 5 hours and 50 minutes left. Hopefully I'll be done with food in like 30 minutes.
So you can sleep 4 hours?
Well, not even that. They're going to do breakfast in 2 hours. 3. Well, they're going to do breakfast 2 hours before landing. You already have 5 hours and 50. So maybe 5 hours to go. They'll wrap everything up. So then 3 hours till breakfast.
Yeah. We're not the biggest fan of short flights. We really like doing long flights because you get like the full 8 hours time to settle in. But you know what? I still think Miami to Frankfurt's better than like a New York to Europe or something. So still a good amount of time. But I'll let you get back to your food there.
Thanks.
So I either have great timing, which is unlikely, but they just brought around a little tart. So I'll give you a show what it looks like. actually have no idea what it is. I'm gonna actually look at the menu so I can tell you accurately what it is. Oh, it's a lemon tart.
It's okay.
It's good. You know, it amazes me that some chef in Miami is making this food good, like just not too sweet. 'Cause I don't really like sweet things in general. That's why I really like European desserts and stuff, and even in Asia it's not too sweet. Or if it is sweet, it's like with fruit. But anyway, some chef in Miami is making this dessert properly, but when you go to a restaurant, it's all gross and too sweet. How can they do it so well? It's delicious. And if you know me, I don't normally eat a ton of dessert. I'll get a cheese plate and have a nibble, but now this, I'll finish this. This is really good. It just really makes me wonder why anyone would fly Lufthansa. I mean, this is so much better. The seat's better. The food, 10 times better. More privacy and seat. This is wonderful. It's great. Love it. I guess, like, not having options for dessert is kind of weird, but I mean the wine list is small, the cocktail list is small, so it makes sense. But I thought it was fantastic. It fits my taste at least. And if you like things that aren't super sweet, I'm not a big chocolate person either, so this fits 100% in what I would like to eat. So this is 10 out of 10. If I'm thinking about like what business class I've been in, this is up there. I mean, the food honestly was really up there. I'm just trying to think how high. I'm like, do I go Qatar high, Emirates high? Like, the food is good too, but there's more courses, I guess. But this food's up there. Some of the best food I've had there for sure, without a doubt. It was wonderful. Condor really is great. One of the better business class in Europe for sure. I wonder how Skytrax rates them. I should look this up. Maybe we'll put a little thing on the bottom if I decide to look it up. But I think this is really good. I wonder how Skytrax feels. But anyway, it's about that time, I guess. Finish dessert. Put some headphones in, listen to music. And we have 5 hours and 55 till arrival. So if I'm lucky, I'll be able to lay down and get 3 to 4 hours sleep. Or napping, really, before we get to Germany. I'm going to get ready and take a nap. And I'll see you guys probably when I wake up. Actually, you know what? While we're thinking about it, let me turn this around and give you a tour of the IFE, because I actually think this IFE is quite wonderful. It's so responsive. It's so fast. There's one thing earlier I saw. They had like a flip book menu, which it literally flipped through, which I thought was crazy. Oh yeah. Landing videos. They have like landing videos at different airports they fly into, which also I couldn't find the camera, which might just be on me. But they have different videos of all the airports they've flown into. Anyway, as you can see, this thing is like moving really fast. Anything you want. It's already like, it all shows up really fast. It's really user friendly, like really, really nice. Probably one of the better IFE systems I've ever dealt with. I haven't even touched the remote because luckily I've got long arms I can reach. But I'm sure the remote also works really well. I mean, there's so many options. They even have US shows. They also have German-specific movies, which I'm sure is really cool if you watch them, but I don't. Shocker, I know. Anyway, a lot of stuff on here. But I basically just watch the map and check out my phone because apparently I just think that I should buy the Wi-Fi, so that's what I do. So now I'll finally get back to the nap that I said I would start, that apparently I didn't, so nap time. I have to force myself to nap. It's nap time. Alright, well, it was about the fastest 3-hour nap I've ever had. Oh, well, God, on command. It seems great. I was out the entire time. Cloth seats are always super comfy. It actually fit too. This is not too short, so. They already handed out towels and I missed that, but I should be awake for the rest of breakfast, hopefully. But, yeah. Quick 3-hour nap. The seat comes with a mattress pad, which I didn't use because I thought the cloth seat was already comfy enough. It was really nice. But there is that if you want extra padding. The pillow is a bit lumpy. It's about like every other pillow you get in a European hotel. The blanket though, is so nice. And it's striped, of course. Because that's their whole logo thing. The blanket was wonderful. It fit the whole length of me. I can't believe I just was out the entire time. It was great. Alright, so while they're getting breakfast ready, I thought I'd come check out the bathroom. I used the one on the forward before takeoff, and it was pretty tiny, and I thought the one behind business would be a bit larger, which I guess headroom-wise it is, because I can stand up. The one forward was kind of, I had to stand sideways for tall people, kind of like a 737 in the front, very small. But other than that, you can see, that's me. It's a very standard bathroom. There's not even any amenities or anything. But they do have the unique striped wallpaper. Other than that though, nothing special. At least I can fit in this one, so I can use the bathroom and to get ready for breakfast. So to be fair, why I always say East Coast to Europe is not always the most worth it. I have never slept like that.
Want you noch Marmelade?
No, it's okay. Thank you. Marmalade and peanut butter, I think it was. Yeah, I always say East Coast of Europe is not that worth it, but honestly, I slept so well. That was great. It was really, really lovely. So, and also just really comfy. It's been really good. Condor's really doing a good job. I'm shocked. It also makes sense why business is full. It's been full for a while. Apparently we booked this in June. These are only seats we can get by the window, so they must be doing something right, I guess. And everyone else agrees. Yeah, not bad. Alright, now the photo shoot's done. I'll show you guys. This is what we have here for breakfast. I do like to give you a little selection. Meat and cheese, some fruit, and a warm omelet, and some tomato sauce, or some sort. It's also got some ham in there, so it'll be good. And of course, what breakfast on an airplane in business is complete without champagne. So cheers to that. Good morning. You know, I just realized too, it's kind of shocked that the flight attendants haven't offered me water yet. Which, not like I couldn't get it. Trust me, if I asked for it, I'm sure they'd be happy to. That's good. Honestly, I like eggs with like salsa and stuff, and just add some moisture to it. It's really good, actually. Quite like it. Anyway, I mean, I do carry. My old white water bottle has died, so my aunt has got me this nice red water bottle. So I do drink water on the flight, plenty. But I'm shocked they haven't offered any. But then again, it's a European airline. For Europeans, don't drink water at all. So I got a pretzel roll this time, not the. Well, I don't think we had pretzels, but I got the pretzel roll this time, which should hopefully be. I mean, you can already tell it's much softer, so this will be much better. Quite good. Breakfast on the airplane is probably one of my least favorite meals. In fact, oftentimes when I book business, I don't book morning flights, especially if you're flying west. I just don't like to eat breakfast. I don't think it's really worth the money, but this is solid breakfast, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Delta would serve you like a warmed up hot pocket basically, so this really isn't bad. Alright, well, unfortunately this flight's about to come to an end. Honestly, so far I think it's been wonderful. Crew's been super good, the food was delicious, the seat is really nice, really comfortable. For me, whenever you have a cloth seat, it's just really comfortable. And sometimes I'm like, is it mine never matter? But no, I remember the first time I had a cloth seat, I was on Aeromexico. This was like 2021. This was a few years ago when I really hadn't flown business class, maybe only 2 or 3 times in my life. And I slept the entire flight, like Mexico City to Spain, I think it was at the time. And I was shocked. I was like, how did I just sleep the entire flight? And I realized later, oh, it's a cloth seat. I've done a couple other flights like American, Philly to Doha, back, 13, 14 hours, cloth seat, out the entire time. And these seats are so comfy. It's really sad because like I was a big Delta person for years. Delta stuck to that hard leather because it looks really pretty in the photos, but it's just not comfy. So anyway, love the seat. I think it's fantastic. Food's been great. Crew's been great. Overall, just a wonderful flight, wonderful experience. Really not what I expected. But you never know, I guess, until you get on board and fly. And hopefully, me sharing this with you is helping you realize that Condor is actually a great option. If you've seen a flight online, I would definitely go out and book it. I think Condor is a great product. I have not seen very many awards for them. This was an award that I got, I said June for December. And it was just good timing because I wanted to go to Christmas markets with Jace and go hang out. So that's why we did it. But if you're seeing a good cash ticket or award flight, I would definitely book it. I think they're fantastic. So anyway, I have my final glass of champagne for landing. Cheers to that. And I'm going to take in these views. Because the wing is really pretty too, because it has the, I gotta remember. I gotta find out the name of the livery, hold on. It is the Beige Beach livery, so that's what we're on now. Which is the beige stripe plane. It looks fine. I think the paint scheme is very different, but it helps them stand out. At least I think once they changed the paint scheme to have those stripes on there, it got more attention from people, and it's becoming a bit more, at least known. So, honestly, I wouldn't have no idea who Condor was until they changed the paint scheme, and I started seeing it more in the news. So, I think it worked for them. And, but yeah, this product's been great. So, just gonna enjoy my last, what do we have? 38 minutes in the flight into Frankfurt. And then hopefully the bags show up, and yeah. So I guess we'll see you on the ground. If you're into full takeoff landing videos, I've got this posted on my channel. It's called J-Man Flies. Put the link down below in the description. But for now, I'm going to film this landing and we'll get on the ground here in Frankfurt.
Guests have just landed at Frankfurt Airport. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until reached our final parking position, and the fasten seatbelt signs above your seat have been switched off. On behalf of Condor and Alaska Airlines would like to say goodbye to you. We hope you enjoyed the flight with us, although we have the delay. Wish you a pleasant stay here in Frankfurt or a safe onward journey. Goodbye and auf Wiedersehen. Meine Damen und Herren, wenn wir jetzt gleich unsere endgültige Parkposition erreicht haben, dann öffnen Sie bitte.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're on the move. We're going. Of course, before we go through immigration, we had to stop and look because there was a gigantic 747 right across from our gate. So cool. It's crazy to think they'll be gone in like 10 years, you know? And these are like what made long haul travel a thing, you know? Mm-hmm. They're so cool. So tell me, they already know how I feel. How do you feel?
It was really good. How do I feel?
Besides tired.
I'm not that tired. Actually, that's good. I'm not that tired. I knocked out for a solid 3 hours. And then I woke up, we had 2 hours to landing, and then I slept for a little bit more. So yeah, overall I feel really rested. It was just good. The seat was really comfortable. The blanket. Did you sleep? Mm-hmm. The blanket
I was out for 3 hours. The cloth seats are my weakness.
Probably the same time I was sleeping then.
Yeah.
So it's really good. The food was really good, actually. It wasn't bad at all.
Yeah. So much better than Lufthansa, right?
I think
like they operate both out of Germany. Lufthansa's horrible food.
Yeah, pretty
bad.
bad.
So good.
Yeah, I didn't get the beef. I got the shrimp. The shrimp were okay, but the appetizers were really good. I like the little selection of different appetizers.
Yeah, it's great.
They had good drinks. Good seat. Nice. I like the atmosphere, the mood lighting. It was very nice. It was like sleek, new. I have no complaints really.
The crew was super nice.
Yeah, the crew were nice.
The seat was really great.
Yeah,
like way better than Lufthansa seat, you know.
Yeah. Newer, yeah. IFE was really nice. There was a lot of movies to choose from.
Yeah, IFE, it works so fast. Like, you hit something and just moves so quickly. It was really, really good.
Yeah, it's really responsive. Yeah. So, good.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
I guess
what
that's
would
it.
you get out of 10?
You know, so I was thinking about that, right? I was like, At least food-wise, I'm like, this is one of the better food flights I've had too, honestly. Like, this is better than KLM on food.
Yeah.
It's like up there with Air France, but not maybe quite as good.
Well, yeah. But it's
It's
up there.
I mean, it's better than any other European carrier. Like, what other European carriers better food? Besides Air
Well, I've
France.
only flown...
British
well, I've
Airways,
flown-
KLM.
Oh, British Airways.
Yeah, but exactly.
Not British Airways.
No. Iberia, no. You know, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, I guess it's up there, yeah, actually. I would say Air France is number 1. This is maybe number 2?
Yeah, this is quite good. It's really shocking. So, anyway, that's our opinion. That's our thoughts about it. Let me know in the comments if you've flown Condor before, or maybe if I've helped you change your mind. Maybe choose Condor over Lufthansa, because while the planes are really cool, I'll do it for a cool 747. Other than that, take Condor. It's a great product, great crew, and yeah. Until then, see you guys in the next flight. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
But I would pick a 747 though if it was an option.
Of course. Lufthansa first class.
Yeah.